Hello everyone, this is Daryl McClanahan. I'm trying to make a quick video here. It takes a long time to upload videos. This was a motion to stay. I filed a writ of extraordinary prohibition in the Missouri Supreme Court regarding Associate Circuit Court Judge Raymond Michael Gross, and I had asked for a stay for him to respond. The Supreme Court responded and denied it within an hour of the court date when it was filed and given to everyone. But it is without prejudice, so I'm going to be preparing a petition for the Missouri Supreme Court. I'm working on that right now, but this is the extraordinary writ of prohibition. I already turned the page. It says, comes now me, the defendant, the Honorable Supreme Court, to grant an extraordinary writ of prohibition regarding the case number. This is for the harassment on Steely Road. YouTube video I posted, Miller and Russo, there's a video up on the channel. You could see them kicking in our front door in the morning for a felony E whenever we were harassed and hazed for months. There really needs to be a special prosecutor to look at all the complaints that were made. This nature is the petitioner believes Ozark County Judge Raymond Michael Gross has a clear conflict of interest with the petitioner's current criminal case and he should be prohibited from these proceedings. On 5/3/18, Ozark County Attorney Raymond Michael Gross represented Daryl McClanahan, April Miller McClanahan, and Ronald Raymond by preparing, counseling, and negotiating a lease with option to purchase property at 291 Steely Road, Theodosia, Missouri, on behalf of the parties. Around June 2018, Michael Gross also communicated with our Las Vegas attorney, Warren Markowitz, in negotiations concerning the lease purchase agreement, and I have copies of those emails, and he spoke with him on the phone as well. Petitioner Daryl McClanahan I was given his personal phone number and communicated with him about the property. Discussions. We talked about Ozark County, engaged in small talk. I gave him at this number 3, I was in his office about the contract, and I gave him a prison ministry card for Rudy Davis, Lone Star 1776. He's on BitChute now. YouTube has taken him down. But we discussed jury nullification and his thoughts on that. In June of 2018, Raymond Michael Gross called on behalf of the petitioner to the clerk's office to inform them that I would be coming across the street to register said lease with option to purchase agreement with the recorder of deeds. I had went in there without him, and I believe it's Becky Strong had told me I couldn't file it. So I went to his office, and he called over there and said absolutely, and I knew I could file it. Shortly after, so number 5 here, shortly after the election, the associate judge, he was at Applebee's in West Plains where we eating. The hostess seated him by us just by chance. We had small talk with him, congratulated him about being elected. Me and my wife told him that we both voted for him at that time. On June 20th, in June 2020, we started having problems with the property line. Existing problems with the property. The deck was built over the property line. The deck of the home was built directly on the property line. This was not disclosed to us by Attorney Gross or Ronald Raymond in the lease option to purchase that was prepared by him. Now, I don't think he knew where the deck was built. Absolutely not. But I do think that the canon for Missouri says judges, if there's anything that, if they're too close to a case, or he knows the whole story, the backstory of these criminal charges, and I'm due all the benefits as a criminal defendant in Missouri. But so then we go to 7. The petitioner and his wife requested we protection order Ronald Steely, our first attempt and I asked the judge to recuse himself. I made a handwritten motion, which I do have a copy of, and he respectfully recused himself. The judge from Hartville, Wright County, is it Wright County? Hartville came over, and we didn't get one. And the harassment, please watch the videos, the harassment, the shooting, the hazing. Recently, June 15th, Steely said he shot the Armadillo to harass us. He put the shooting range there to harass us. His family members and local friends in the area helped harass us. There's all kinds of videos there. So the petitioner, Daryl McClanahan, on 2020, I was charged with 2 felonies, E felonies, and the petitioner appeared. The arraignment on 3, that would be March 9th. I respectfully asked the judge again. I said, you have a conflict of interest with me. He ignored that, and he didn't respond or recuse himself. The petitioner, Daryl McClanahan, retained counsel, Christopher Swatage, who filed a motion asking the judge to recuse himself. Swatage didn't appear that day. I was abandoned. I felt abandoned. He didn't let me know clearly that he was going to be there or not be there. We've gotten past that, but here's a bunch of the paperwork that I've been sent by Christopher Swatage. And where's this motion? This is where he's going to represent me for the hit and run by Joshua Johns, the personal injury, where I went to the hospital. Watch that video. And here I said I was going to make it quick. Motion to recuse, and this was filed by Christopher Swatage on behalf of us, and the attorney, Raymond Michael Gross, when he was an attorney, he represented me and my wife, and Christopher Swatage, their attorney, made a motion for that, but he wasn't there to argue it. So the judge, again, ignored that. So then we get to 10. The petitioner is charged with 3 felonies in Ozark County. In another case, the petitioner appeared in front of Raymond Gross for that arraignment. Gross, appeared in front of Raymond Gross for those. Judge Raymond Gross hears this case. Then he tells the petitioner there are more charges against you. This is on the 15th of June. I appeared, and Ronald Steely, Janet, and all of them are there to, because they're aware of everything that's going on, because they have insiders at the courthouse, I guess, just like they're in front of the house when the front door is kicked in to arrest me they're out there videoing. Thank God my wife videoed that so that we could see that those people clearly have communications with, I don't know who, someone in the court, Teresa Myers at the sheriff's office. They don't like being videoed. They don't like to be held accountable. They don't like these videos of me doing these videos. So I asked the judge if in the new charges, the judge said he was going to recuse himself. Let's see. There are more charges against you. Judge Gross telling the petitioner, Daryl McClanahan, in a quiet voice, almost in an attempt for it not to be on the record, he said, I do know Ronald Raymond, and I will recuse myself. So he recused himself from 2 different cases involving me, yet he's not going to recuse himself from the felony E2 charges. Petitioner Mel, then this is 11, Petitioner McClanahan, 1 year ago had called the judge Raymond Gross to be recused in a video. That video is on my YouTube channel. Missouri Battle Flag as the petitioner. I've been critical of him for not recusing himself, so I've formed an opinion about him. And when this motion, he called my name up there and everything, he said, Mr. Swattage, your client has done this in an attempt to hold it up. No, I did not do an attempt to hold this up. I want a fair and impartial hearing, and I don't believe he is fair and impartial. I believe he has a dog in the fight and knows a lot of these people, and he should respectfully recuse himself. That's why I took it to the Missouri Supreme Court. And this is the relief sought. The petitioner, Daryl McClanahan, wishes to preserve all rights as a criminal defendant to enjoy a fair and impartial hearing under Missouri's Bill of Rights and our state constitution. Relief sought. Number 2 is relief sought by the petitioner. Daryl believes it's clear in Rule 2, this is the Missouri Canon of Judges, you can look it up, 211, recusal, that a judge shall perform duties and in his judicial office impartially, competently, and diligently. Petitioner believes Judge Raymond Gross should be recused, prohibited from proceeding due to the petitioner's belief he is not impartial. Reasonably questions that have many interactions both privately and in business has biased him and impairs his ability to conduct, administrate, preside over criminal charges against me in the said case 21OZ-CR00087. So then I asked for them. So it was recused, and then here I put when the next court date. That's when I filed the stay that we began with. And then for the exhibits, I have a copy of the lease purchase. This is Exhibit 1. This is the lease purchase that was prepared by Attorney Gross on behalf of me, my wife, and Ronald Raymond. It's filed 2018. He prepared this. He wrote this thing. So there's the first page. I've done videos about this and everything. There's the second page. There's the what is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that was, this is a certificate of service that I sent it to everyone. Then I have the Missouri Supreme Court letter here. And the Missouri Supreme Court, if you know anything about law, with prejudice is with you can't file it again. There's no finding. But in this, they do say it's denied without prejudice, meaning they know there's something to this. But I'm pro se. 40%, only 40% of pro se litigants are successful. You have to have an attorney, a good old boy to help you. And so they know that there's something to this. It costs $70 and cost us a day to drive up there, although we had a good day with the children. They saw the Capitol. We saw the Missouri Battle Flag. Steely's attorney, Woods, likes to say I'm a racist. They have the actual Missouri Battle Flag up there from the Civil War, and they really thought the security guards and the person at the desk there that sells postcards thought it was pretty funny when I told them about it, and they were going to check out the YouTube channel. So hopefully they'll like and subscribe. You know, I see that bailiff down there all the time who told me he had a YouTube channel. If anyone knows that Gator's YouTube channel, I'd like to know his YouTube channel so I could still like and subscribe. I mean, there's very unfair treatment to me and my family because they don't like my big mouth. They don't like that I've done videos. They don't like that I videoed all the misbehavior. But we're going to continue to argue that I did nothing wrong. So thank you, and please share this video. And like I say, if you did know any other conflicts of interest that could help my case, please let me know. My phone number's published on the page in my email. And there have been lots of pornographic material and phone numbers sending pornographic material to my phone that we've screenshot and we're keeping a record, but someone's using my phone number that, I think it's the neighbors, some of those people that were involved. They're spamming me with pornography, and God sees what they're doing. Thank you.